If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Man, this right here, I'm talking about, y'all, this is disgusting. I'm talking about if all these allegations that this brother is putting on Puffy, I'm talking about, bro, this is disgusting. Allow me to say this right here before I get into the demonstration. I have the 75-page lawsuit. Y'all, I've been skimming through it. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm talking about, man, pictures and all type of disgusting stuff, right? It's a lot. So if you want to get ahead of the game and y'all want to check it out, go get y'all a membership at my Too Raw for YouTube channel over there. All you got to do is hit the link that's going to be pinned at the top of this comment section. The link gonna be pinned at the top of the comment section. Hit that link, go over there and get your membership. And then if you want to view the whole 70-page document, you can view it over there. And and just, I'm talking about, man, it's a mess. But however, what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to give y'all some of the most important things that I have that I have scanned and done seen that stuck out to me that I want to give to y'all. Because later on throughout the day, I'm going to go through the whole demonstration and I'm going to break it down, right? Now here it is, this brother by the name of Rodney Jones. He was a producer for Puff Daddy, right? And Puff Daddy hired him to come and work for him. And Rodney Jones, he went to go work for Puff Daddy. But all type of stuff happened during the time that he was working for Puff Daddy. Now, here it is. This man right here says that he got over 100 hours of audio and video footage corroborating all his allegations. Not only that though, this man says that he has witnesses that are willing to testify. Did y'all hear what I just said? This man is proclaiming to have witnesses that's willing to testify to the allegations that are in this lawsuit. That's a cold-blooded demonstration because I'm talking about there's so much. I'm talking about from dealing with minors, drugs, guns, shootings. I'm talking about this is like I'm reading this stuff and I'm like, man, wait a minute. How is he still out here doing all this madness? Like man, once y'all get to reading it, y'all gonna be like, oh man, or y'all can just, wait, because I'm gonna break it all the way down in my next video, right? Now, another thing that stuck out me throughout, me just going through it real quick, is this right here. Check it out. I'm going to be reading from 21 all the way down to 24. It says, Mr. Jones incorporates by reference of all preceding paragraphs and realigns them as if set forth fully herein. As described above, Mr. Combs frightened and placed plaintiff in apprehension of harm when he physically and sexually assaulted him from October 2022 to October 2023 in Mr. Combs' home in Miami, New York, United States Virgin Islands, and Los Angeles. Mr. Combs forcibly touched and attempted and or threatened to touch plaintiff intimate areas and or touch plaintiff with his own intimate body parts. Mr. Combs violently gripped and palmed Mr. Jones' anus and crotch without consent. Mr. Combs forced Mr. Jones to work in Mr. Combs' bathroom and watched Mr. Combs as he showered. Mr. Combs forced Mr. Jones to work in the studio while Mr. Combs stripped naked to get his body massage. Mr. Combs forced Mr. Jones to work while Mr. Combs walked around naked. Cold-blooded demonstration. Did y'all see that? Did y'all hear what I said? This man is saying that P. Diddy forcibly, violently touched him in a way that he ain't got no business doing. I'm talking about when I heard that right there, when I read that right there, I was like, that's kind of tough for a man to come out and say that, even if, if he's a heterosexual male, to come out and be like, and you ain't do nothing, to come out and be like, yeah, man, dude was touching on a full grown man. Dude was grabbing me on the booty, man, and grabbing me in the crotch area and stuff like that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, that's tough. That's real tough for a man to come out and to admit something like that. And being that he's coming out and admitting something like that, it's kind of like I'm kind of leaning towards his way. And let me say this before I move forward. Puff Daddy liked to party, and I'm talking about party. And you got to tell him no. Ain't that ain't that what Cat Williams said? P Diddy likes to party, and you gotta tell him no. So now look, allow me to say this right here, cause I look to all my conspiracy theory peoples, all the people that say there's a door you gotta walk through, and you got to do these humiliation rituals and stuff like that. Okay, all right, look. Y'all kind of winning me over a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm talking this type of stuff is steady popping up, you know what I'm saying? And usually they say where there's smoke, there's fire. And in my mind, come on, y'all. I'm a classic brother. I just don't like to entertain these type of thoughts. I don't want to think that you got brothers like going through these humiliation rituals and sacrificing people for some damn money. I don't want to believe that, but the more this stuff is starting to come out, and the more that people are starting to come out, especially like men, and the stuff that this brother is breaking down, I'm talking about, y'all. I'm leaning a little bit. I ain't all the way there yet. I'm just gonna say that I'm leaning, and I hear what y'all saying. I used to just ignore it, but now I feel y'all. I see where y'all coming from, right? Because there's just too many allegations coming out. Now, not only all that stuff right there, though. I mean, now that I done got that out the way, here it is. This man right here is saying that Puffy, with all the stuff that he was doing, trafficking women, trafficking him, trafficking minors, fraudulently lying and all this whole type of stuff, he's trying to say that they violated the RICO Act. Yeah, this right here is a federal lawsuit. This is not a state lawsuit. This man right here is trying to say that P. Diddy and all the people around him violated the RICO Act. Check it out. The members of the RICO enterprise all share a common purpose: to enrich themselves financially and sexually at the expense of producers, musicians, writers, creators, and artists by maximizing defendants' revenues through fraudulent means. As set forth herein, defendants benefited financially from their scheme to defraud plaintiff by intimidating plaintiff with threats of violence, threatening to eat plaintiff's face, displaying and distributing guns in plaintiff's presence, bragging about having law enforcement under control, bragging about murdering people, and bragging about bribing witnesses and jurors in the criminal case concerning the 1999 NYC nightclub shooting with Shine. Threats of isolation from the music and entertainment industry, parading powerful music industry execs such as defendants Lucien Charles Grange, Ethiopian, I can't say that last name, y'all, I'm sorry, at his parties filled with sex workers, minors, and illegal drugs such as ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and mushrooms. Threats of non-payment for work completed, fake promises of cash payments, $250,000, producer of the year Grammy Awards, and guaranteed access to future projects. Cold-blooded demonstration. So here it is. We got to think, if P. Diddy get found guilty of this civilly, and the jury say that, yeah, he violated that RICO Act, it could come back on the criminal side on P. Diddy if he get found guilty of this stuff. Now, I know a lot of y'all probably saying, hood educated, why this brother is coming forward. Like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is he coming forward now? Draw off this, y'all. I got a video of this brother explaining everything. Check it out.
Apologize to anyone this video may be embarrassing to. Let's just jump right into it. Some of you may know me or may not. I'm a music producer who's a writer and musician. Different genres. I started in the gospel and jazz and R&B and worked my way over to the hip hop side. I've been working on an album. I took a year off straight working on this album. That album is the Love album, Off the Grid by Diddy. And it's Grammy nominated right now as we speak. I should be celebrating, but the truth is I'm not. Taking this album on has required so much time, months and at a time, 16 hours to 24 hours a day. Sometimes, Diddy will request certain works to be done and tell us don't go to sleep until it's done. And the truth is we'll be up for days trying to accomplish that. I've tried to get my business straight with them on this album, but the truth is they're not playing fair. They hit me on below the belt on so many situations. Just dealing with this. It's the contract that they give me and the offer that they gave me was just disgusting. The producer fee, pennies, and on top of that, these guys are trying to steal my publishing. I can't go for that, so I'm fighting back. He's a fighter, but I'm gonna put in this fight. I gotta do it for myself, my rights, and most importantly, my kids. Taking my publishing or stealing it I'm not gonna let that happen. Not gonna let that happen. Again, this is one of those projects that took so much time from me. I missed holidays with my family, just out working on this album. At what point I was running around with the hard drives, the computer, just to run the ball on this album, to finish the production on it, make sure that this album came to, a good project with good vibes, just where it is right now. And just to be offered little to no participation in this is highly disrespectful. I won't be that guy 20, 30 years from now looking back saying, I wish I'd done this. I'm going to do this now. Doing this situation is not easy. Taking Puff to court, suing him is not easy. I don't have the monies that it's going to take to fight him in court. So I'm just asking, if you're in support, please. The link is in my bio to my GoFundMe. The money will go towards my attorney fees and to just make sure I'm keeping my head above water during the process. I really appreciate this. Thank you so much.
Y'all see what's going on? It's all about that money at the end of the day. You see? But not about just the money. It's the betrayal and all that old type of stuff too. P. Diddy has a history. I'm talking about a history, a long history I'm talking about dogging his artists, underpaying his artists, manipulating his artists, putting his artists and producers in bad contracts, not allowing them to make money for themselves. Some of his artists that have made him millions, while they out there still poor, living in the ghettos, dying and suffering from drugs and all type of other stuff, and he steady getting millions off their music. He just don't care. He just leave them out there. No love, no support, or none of that. And as you can see, they even saying that he played Shine. Y'all remember that shooting that happened in 1999 in New York? They saying P. Diddy the one that did that. Shine ain't do it. They coming out saying that P. Diddy did that. Yeah, Shine had a gun and all that, but everything started with P. Diddy. And he laid up here. Shine went to jail, and he remained free. So this man right here has been doing a lot of cutthroat stuff throughout his history in the entertainment and in the music industry. I remember when the man made them kids walk to go get him a piece of cheesecake from the. I mean, like when I think that right there, I was like, man, what's wrong? What's up with this dude? Why is he dogging these kids like this? You know what I'm saying? And then came up with his own rationale to myself. Yeah, you know, you gotta just show that you hungry for it and all that. Man, you made these peoples walk to the cheese factory the cheesecake to go get you a piece of cheesecake, kids. See, it's that type of stuff right there that's starting to come back now and make us think like, wait a minute, we should have seen what's up with this dude right then and there. But hindsight is 2020. Allow me to say this right here, y'all, before I depart. I just want to give y'all some of the stuff that stuck out to me. I'm going to do a later video where I'm going to break everything down. But as y'all can see, it's all about that money. And it's all about P. Diddy and his greed. And let me tell you something. That greed, it looked like it's starting to come back to hunt him. And everybody is coming for that money. Yeah, give us this. Yeah, all that bad stuff that he did for the greed, for the money, people are coming back saying, no, let me get this, let me get that. And I'm talking about, it looks like he's in a world of trouble. This is Hood Educated, not Lame Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.